Hello everyone, busygamerdad back again. Going to be doing session 2 for Trash of the Titans, our session gameplay series here as our first game in 2026. Like, comment, subscribe if you feel so inclined. Session gameplay series on the Busy Gamer Dad channel are that we take a game, look at it over the course of 3 episodes, see if it's something that will fit into your busy gamer life. Trash of the Titans is currently in early access. I will have a link for the game should you want to try it out for yourselves. It's less than $10 as of the time of this recording, so factor that into your wants, needs, and budget. Trash of the Titans is a tactical RPG tower defense game with some really fun pixel graphics. I like the design aesthetic, I like the gameplay, I like the fun factor that I've currently employed with it. As of this time, I'm a little bit further than where we were last episode. I did 1 or 2 more fights, and I got a couple more upgrades. Basically, you have your archetypes. We have Badger, who is our frontliner. We have Raccoon, who is our rogue. We have Possum, who is our archer. And we have Skunk, who is our caster. We have the job of defending our trash cans against the rat onslaught and the waves. They loot the trash, and then they try and scurry off with it, as I understand the mechanics to be. Now, every wave so far, there's been an elite, and the elite is meaningful because if we kill the elite and take their boon, we get a bonus upgrade mid-fight. But if we don't get the boon before another rat scampers over and picks it up, they get the boon again. So it's a little bit like you got to get it before they get it, and you got to plan to do it. Once they get the trash, they run to the exits, and you can see them around 1, 2, 3. They're scurried around or scattered around, and you want to make sure that you are planning to try and engage the enemy in a meaningful way to stop them from running off. This is going to be a really hard one over here. The game does not let you predefine where your characters walk in at, so you've got to make sure that you kind of play to the strengths that you can play to. Case in this point right now, we might lose this trash, so I'm going to focus on getting this guy. So Possum is going to really have to deal with these guys on his own. Maybe Raccoon can help, and then Skunk's going to have to take out these. Yeah. So we got charge, we're going to close the distance, we're going to smash this guy right there, good, and then we can, I don't want to use an ability, I just want to attack right there, and then I don't want to use another ability. Now, use an ability, I can use Vanish too, skills do upgrade, and that's just a random RNG thing, depending on what boons you get. So you got to look to see, I'm thinking that you get certain, for lack of a better term, certain functions within your group. Play to the character's, we'll say, strengths, as it were. And then kind of just hope for the best beyond that. Yeah, I'm gonna move up here, and I'm just gonna have you attack. You almost one-shot that guy. That's kind of impressive, actually. Use an ability, use Ricochet, and yeah, I'm just gonna have you Ricochet shot. That one? Good, took out that one there. Okay, good. All right, now that one's going to be moving slower. You do have passives that you can get. No, I want you to move. Yeah, I'll move you here. Then I can actually do a base attack? Or no? Wait, no, undo. Or did I do? No, okay, I did. Okay, I did do that. Okay, cool. Yeah, awesome. So I'm going to move you. I want to get the high ground so that we get more damage. There. All right, now Skunk, my character of magical prowess. Do I want to use, let me think here. If I do singularity, I mean, there's going to be other waves coming in right here, and from over there you can see where that one's going to come in, so I don't want to burn through all my MP right out of the gate. It does refill in between waves, so we do have that kind of going for us. Yeah, I mean, just toxic gas right there. And then I know that character's slowed, but I just want to get them off the board. And then we'll end our turn. Yep, Archer's gonna take a hit, that's fine. Badger, ooh, he got poisoned? That's not good. That's not good. I've never gotten anyone poisoned. I didn't see that he did poison attacks. I don't have a heal. I have no idea how to heal. I had a boon, or I had a power to heal. I don't know what to do about that. Other than use bash. Smack you all the way over there. You move here. Use, he's gonna go down. I don't have, and deals 2x damage. Yeah, I mean, only did 2. Why did it only do 2? I feel like that's bugged. I mean, we got him anyways. And then I'm gonna have you move back and then end our turn. This is gonna be super risky, but I hope this will work out for us. I wonder if I can do this. Dash. I can get both of these characters, right? I would hit them both. And there's no friendly fire, so I mean, but then as soon as he's back there, that's when the next wave comes in. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. All right, I'm gonna have you move here. Can I do that? Move there. 23. Yeah, stab that guy. Deal 50% of his damage through the targets. And then I can have you go invisible. I mean, there. And then use invisibility. This guy, I want you to move right here. I can dash again? I'm gonna hold off. Because I want to see what comes through. Alright, where's the next wave coming from? Down there? Yeah, it's down there. Okay, so there's not really anything I gotta worry too much about over there. Yeah, Badger's pretty much out of this fight, unfortunately. That sucks. Use Ricochet. Slowed them down. Move. No, you know what? You just end your turn right there. Attack that one so that he's not taking any hits. Use toxic gas. Actually, if I were to move you here. Yeah. Right there. And then we'll end our turn. He takes some damage from starting in the poison. Alright, so this side is cleared. Move you. If my characters move into the poison, it dissipates it. But that's fine. Smash that guy. Trash secured. End turn. You. I feel like he's got how much? 11? I feel like I need to move you to here. I feel like I need you. Backstab. It's automatic. It's a passive one. Take him out. And then what kind of a boon do we get? Entangle. That's a spell or warp. Let's do entangle. Enemies near target grass tile take 1 damage and cannot move for 1 turn. I'm gonna do that one. Gain 2 movement, move here. No, I don't want you to do that. I want you to end your turn. How many come through? An archery one and a regular attacking one. Alright. Use ability. Entangle. So it does stack, and they can't move. I want to see if this guy dies. He does. That's awesome. Alright, cool. And then the next wave is probably going to come up from here, but I'm going to move you down here and end turn. Okay. Now, what else can I do? Oh, no, there's no more waves. There are no more waves. Okay, good. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. Let's see here. So, they're going to walk into this. There's no way they can avoid that.
Clean your brushes.
Okay, and then
Now, before the paint dries.
I want you to move over here, attack this one, pepper him up pretty good. I mean, we get we get more. Is that going to hit more than one? It's going to hit two. I mean, that'll finish off that one. Sure, whatever. Never mind. It brought him out of the poison. That was silly of me. Right there? Sure, why not? End turn. Alright, Badger's... He's dead. Down. Whatever. Move here. Use... Chart. No, this is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. That's a bad idea because he could get lit up from the archer. Can crush him, and I don't think that we'll be in a good position. I'm going to flank this. We got the trash back. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end my turn there. I'm going to have you. This might be an OP ability if it can reach that far. Dash. It does reach that far. That's actually kind of comical. Alright, cool. And it didn't break invisibility. And I can dash back. But it didn't do any damage. Interesting. Okay, fair enough. Can I undo that? Alright, so that's interesting that didn't break anything. And no, we're gonna end our turn. They're just dead. Like, that's just such a strong ability. The Toxic is such a strong ability. Use Ricochet. Right here, I'll have him. That one in the back is dead. And end turn. Attack. This one? Yeah, I mean, right there. And then Singularity. Brings him there, but he ain't gonna live. You got nothing for me here, dude. You got nothing. Oh, it's good to know that the dash did not break the poison cloud. And then he just dies right from the poison cloud. So cool. Awesome. Nice. You just set up so much zones of denial there. Yeah, we're going to double toxic gas because we're leaning pretty heavy on that. So, yeah. Now, as far as upgrades go, this game has a weird but fun mechanic. And I'll show it to you right here. Let's do this one here. So you basically play Tetris. You play Tetris. You have this grid right here that you try and stack the blocks, and you have these rewards here. This is health. This is attack power. This is magic. So, and then there's mobility, which is the boots. And the more lines you break at the same time, the better the bonus. So it behooves you as the player to try and, play Tetris well, as it were. In that vein, I am terrible at Tetris. I will let you know, I am terrible. So if I do this, the ones down there, they are going to be lost because this pushes everything down. So we lose all that stuff at the bottom. So how do I want to try and do this? How do I want to try and save this? If I do this here, do I want that on you though? Or no? Grant eat to grant character one of the following. Become current meal. So that character, so they've got bonuses there. I want this on you actually. Yeah, I want this on you. So I'm going to put that right there. So he's got a lot more health. Okay. Right here. I want that one right there. Can I swap these in any way? So that's going to take care of that. Unfortunately, that's not going to be enough to really help us too much. Right there. You out there in TV land are probably like, no, you do this other thing and you would have been so much better off. I know, I'm not good at Tetris. I know, I said that at the very beginning. I said that. I can swap the saved one and I can get this. Power. So I'm assuming power is generic. It's not just magic power, or it is not delineated into magic power or physical power. Power is just power, which is fine. Now here's the big problem here. When I do this, it's going to drop this line and then it's going to cap this off again, and I'm going to be in a similar situation where it's just like I have to eat through so many resources to get through this. But if I do this here and then do think we've got a better setup. So if I do this one here, I do this one, the same one here. So if I do this right there, right here, and oh, why didn't it give me the other one? All right, well, it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. That's okay. Okay, we've opened this up a little bit more. We got to get something down in here. All right, cool. But that's how the upgrade system works. I like that. That's unique. That to me is like, wow, okay, that's a really fun mechanic to try and play a mini game to get the stuff. Of course, I'm terrible at it, but still, it's fun. It changes things up other than you just get what you get. You have to think tactically. Oh, that's a big chunky rat. What's his name? Ha! These are the punks who've been giving you idiots so much trouble. Bag up the trash, boys. I'll handle these losers myself. Alright, Big Trevor. +2 damage. That's not good. He has 200 health. That is ridiculous. That is 8 times. 8 times what we've seen so far. Slick moves faster. Alright, so how do I want to do this? I mean, I gotta move you. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take out the wave on this side. Use, charge, you. There, close the distance. You, bash. No, I'm gonna hold off. Attack. Right there. And then I'm gonna just bash more damage and knock all in line. I guess I could have done that, but I don't think that would have done too terribly much. We're gonna let him end turn there. You move here. Use invisibility. Use dash. I can't go anywhere, so I'm just gonna end my turn. Yes. Attack, entangle. Oh, this is perfect. You move right here because you're on the high ground. Use entangle. Why does it not? Does it not count on you? Are you immune to? Choose to cannot be slowed or disabled. That's why. That's why. All right, fine. Well, then entangle. He's gonna walk right through this, but I want this. Right there. Use ricochet. That almost killed that guy. We'll end turn. Move up here. We're just gonna rain death on these people. Right? Is this the better position? Yes, because then it puts it on both of those. Right there. Use singularity. I'm gonna pull everybody back. Yep. And hit that one. Should finish them off. Took 0 damage. He's gonna get the gubbins there. Oh, there's another wave. There's 2 other waves coming already. Oh, Trevor is making his way. Doesn't even care about the... Oh, because he said he wasn't going to care about the loot. That's good. Attack. You. Gone. Use. Bash. Send him that way. Move. Where's he trying to go? He's trying to go here. Move. Here. End turn. Where's this guy? Now I blocked his path, so he's going the other way. See? So, aha. Let me think here. Move. Can I get to your flank? think I kind of need to get to Trevor before Trevor does more damage. But I don't know if I like how this is going to play out. Because I'm going to wipe out all the toxic in front of my stuff here. I think that's what I got to do, though, because Trevor's going to rip apart my... guys. You know what? Actually, I can't do that, because if I do that... Okay, so... Let's get over... Let's get over here. Attack. Finish this one off. Use... Let's use invisibility again. Dash, is it gonna matter? I do like how this is gonna work, because we'll take he'll do some damage. He's still invisible, and then we're in position for this wave. Yes. All right. Cool. I like it. I like it. All right. This is where we gotta move. All right. So attack you. Entangle. No, I need you to start hitting Trevor. I need you to start hitting Trevor. All right, so I'm gonna root this guy. I'm gonna move away because we gotta run away from Trevor. Trevor's gonna destroy us if he gets his hands on us. Double damage on next ability. Use toxic gas. Right there. Finish that guy off. No, I need you to move over to here. And we're gonna end our turn. Oh, there's a can over there. I didn't see the can over there. Is he gonna hit the 17 damage? Took out our possum archer. That's not good. That's not good. Okay. No, he knocked him this way. Okay, good. Phew. Phew. All right. Badger. Move. Here. Use. Charge. To him. Get to him. Use. Bash. How come it doesn't work on you? Oh, unfortunate. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. I don't have any other abilities to use. I will end my turn. You, raccoon, move here, attack, one-shot him. Use vanish, use dash. Yes, coming together. I love it. End turn. Next wave is over here. Alright, so what can I do now? Well, move here. Use there. Use entangle again. And then end turn. How do I want to handle this? Use toxic no. Move here first, then use it. I need to focus on Trevor as much as I can. End turn. Oh, there's another wave? I didn't see that one. Oh no. She's gonna take a little, Skunk's gonna take a hit. Every attack, this guy. Alright, how low is he? Alright, we can finish him. We can finish. No, I can't. I can't. Well, I can actually. If I close the gap here. Oh, I can't make it that far. Oh, well. That's a bit annoying. Move here. Attack. Finish this guy off. Use no abilities because I don't have any. End turn. Move here. Attack. Nice. So the mechanics here, as I explained them in episode 2 here, you can do a lot of synergies. Raccoon is very mobile. If you get this dash ability, they can dash all over in straight lines from the map. They also have a teleport ability or swap ability, which is really helpful. Skunk got something like that as well, but I really don't see how Skunk swapping with anyone other than Possum would have been really helpful. And then there's a couple other abilities that I was like, I could understand where they would be useful, but I'm really glad I chose this dash ability. As far as Badger goes, the lower on life he gets, the more damage he does, but it's a balancing act. And secondly, with the shield on him, maybe that wasn't the best idea. Maybe I should have put that on Skunk over him and swapped his for like having her a pop rock ability to where he can do like a big burst of damage. So hindsight being that's the best way to balance the game or balance the understanding for things. Let me think here. I can dash, not here. Okay, so I can't dash. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna end my turn. He's gonna get a shot there. I'm gonna attack here. I could potentially finish this guy. No, I want to hit Trevor. Is he not dead? He is not dead. Trevor's not down. I repeat, Trevor is not down. That is not what I expected to happen. Singularity, can I get... I can get all 3 of them? I guess I can? No, I can't. Okay, so if I use this...
Who are you?
There, and I'm gonna do this. Right there, and then... Skunk's gonna finish him off. Good. And then she's gonna get the boon. I probably should have picked this up first. Yeah, I probably should have picked that up first. That's a smarter idea. Deals half of your attack to all enemies in a straight line. Passive effect increases the range of Skunk's attacks and abilities. I kind of want this one, but this gives some pretty good damage. And I don't... Once per turn. Throwing star. So it changes the way they would function. Increases the Skunk's attack ability, attack and abilities by 3. So I'm going to take that one, though. That seems like a silly one to pass up. But the throwing star one probably would have been, it was a really tough one. Let's see here. Move you. Do I need to move you up here? Or are you okay? I think you're back there. Okay. End turn. Ouch. Took a shot. All right. So you move to here. Attack.
Okay.
Finish this one off. 35 damage. Yeah, so that's really silly.
Can I watch you play, Dad?
You can. Alright, now, what if I go here? And what if I do dash? Can I hit this guy? No, because he's occupying the space. So, I mean, we'll just go invisible. And we'll just move there. We'll just move here, and we'll call it good. And then you just attack this guy, finish him off, I hope. Yes, excellent. And we came through unscathed. I thought Trevor one-shot Possum. I thought he was dead. And he just literally yeeted him. All right, backstab ×2, ricochet ×2. Strike up to 4 targets instead of 2. That's huge. Deals triple damage, though. Oh, that's... What does that do? It increases the magic by... Hang on. What does it do? It's still the same magic cost. But now it's 4 targets? That's actually not bad. That's not bad. This is singular when behind, and I have invisibility. I'm going to go with the ricochet. I'm sorry, Raccoon. I'm going to try and get you that shuriken again. All right, so now we got to figure this out. We got to figure out how we can get this stuff in here so we can get our upgrades. So if I do this, that opens things up, but it kind of blocks us. If I were to save this one, or no, do I want to give Eaten, wisdom granted, 2 and 2, or do I do this? Let's do this right here. No, because he's got like no mana for abilities.
You should
And then what if I could do? Yeah, let's give him some love. No, let's do it here. Let's do it here. Right. Because if I do this, put the one there. Yeah, I think so. If I do this, watch. I got a plan. It may not be a very good plan, but I got a plan. Right here, and then, bam! Look at that. And then all three of those lines go, and we get big rewards.
Sure, if you want me to.
Nice, awesome. And then, kind of mobility, huh? We'll leave that one there. This is why I'm terrible at Tetris, by the way. Right there. So now that kind of hosed us because we got to get another L piece here and we got to get a straight piece here and a square piece there. All right, off we go into the next. But this was Trash of the Titans, our second game, talking about the mechanics for the game. As you can see, we have our archetypes. We have our tank, we have our assassin, rogue, we have our archer, and we have our caster. There are ways to heal characters. There was an ability that Possum would have gotten that was rejuvenate, which would have healed damage over time, or healed over time. It was a hot, but it didn't say anything about curing poison. I don't know how to do status effects on your characters. I know I can apply them. In one of the fights that I did, there was poison, and it was nasty. It was like 3 damage for 3 turns, and it was already based on another attack of like 10. So you were taking 19 damage, and for a character like Raccoon that only has 35 health, that's half his health roughly. But this is fun. This is an early access. This is busygamerdad showing a game, Trash of the Titans, as our first game in 2026. Like, comment, subscribe if you feel so inclined. I have another session episode coming up for this game, which will be our conclusion, our closing thoughts, and see if this is any good for you. I hope to see you then. Later.